This might be an unpopular opinion, but the key to building muscle is not training to failure every set, every workout, every week. Because guess what? That'd be a quick way to increase the risk of injury, which will probably end up getting hurt, hit a plateau, which will probably happen very soon, and that ultimately affecting your goals of building muscle and increasing strength long term. That's probably why those people who are like, oh, let me max out every set, have a bum shoulder or a sore back or a sore knee. And their form probably lacks because it's so intense that they can't maintain good form and technique. Do you think a sprinter trains at 100% intensity every session? Because if they did that, they'd probably have a blown out knee, a torn hamstring, a torn Achilles, and they wouldn't even be able to compete. They'd probably just give up. And so what do? They train in 60 to 80% range majority of the time, mastering form and technique, maintaining good form when they're sprinting, and then they have a peaking session maybe once every while, depending on the structure of their programming. And that same thing applies in the gym when you're building muscle and increasing strength. In the gym, we tear the muscle fibers, and in recovery is where it actually builds and grows. So if we're not getting that recovery in with sleep, with proper nutrition, and maybe too much excess volume in training, then we can't actually grow. So you have to be smart, especially if you're a natural lifter. It's different for lifters who are on performance-enhancing drugs who can maybe recover faster, with the ability to grow faster. They're enhanced, so don't compare yourself to them. And especially with social media nowadays, it can be very deceiving. So if you're a true, legit natural lifter, you have to be more smart with your programming. So taking a slow and steady approach. Think of a slingshot method. We want to pull back a little bit to go farther. That same thing applies whenever we hit a plateau in the gym. Pull back 20% and then slowly and progressively build back up to get stronger long term. I mentioned that in a previous video. So if you want to build muscle and increase strength, just know it's going to take time. You got to do everything right. You want to eat whole foods, high protein. You want to build muscle, probably eat a slight surplus. You want to sleep 7 to 9 hours a night consistently. And you want to have a structured training program that follows progressive overload. It doesn't need to be every day with excess volume. Just think slow and steady. So 5, 6 exercises, 4 or 5 tests a week is all you need, but it also depends on how advanced the lifter is. If you're a newbie, yeah, you're probably going to have a faster rate of progression than somebody who's more advanced. And that you're probably going to see results quicker because that's just how it goes. As you get more advanced, progress slows, and that just happens naturally. So as you get more advanced, you have to be more strategic. So stop this train to failure every single week because you're not an enhanced lifter, and start being more structured and diligent with your programming. It's not complicated, it just takes patience and discipline. Lock in.